president also said he expects to release his health care plan very soon, possibly Sunday. Remember, it was just 12 days ago Trump told Chris Wallace he'd be signing a full and complete health care plan within 2 weeks. As for his handling of this health crisis, new ABC News Ipsos poll finds 34% of Americans approve of his pandemic response. 2/3 of those surveyed, 66% disapprove. This morning, 3 members of Trump's coronavirus task force, the government's testing czar Brett Giroir, Dr. Anthony Fauci, and CDC Director Robert Redfield, were on Capitol Hill fielding questions that should be, from House members about the government response.
Dr. Fauci, can you help us understand why? While Europe has largely contained the virus, the United States has seen a continued rise in new cases.
When they shut down or locked down or went to shelter in place, however you want to describe it, they really did it to the tune of about 95+% of the country did that. We really functionally shut down only about 50% in the sense of the totality of the country. We feel cautiously optimistic that we will have a vaccine by the end of this year and as we go into 2021.
We've seen all kinds of that stuff during protests, and we know the protests actually increase the spread of the virus. You've said that. So the protests don't increase the spread of the virus?
I didn't say that. You're putting words in my mouth.
No, I just want an answer to the question. Do the protests increase the spread of the virus?
I don't have any scientific evidence that anything.
Would it be possible for our nation to have results for all COVID tests completed and returned within 48 and 72 hours? Is that a possible benchmark that we can achieve?
It is not a possible benchmark we can achieve today, given the demand and the supply. It is absolutely a benchmark we can achieve moving forward.
At least Mr. Giroir was being candid there. The experts warn that without adequate and timely testing, the country will continue to struggle to return to normal. We'll just keep going the way we've been going, in other words. And the economic toll from this pandemic has been devastating, as you know. In less than an hour, that $600 weekly unemployment benefit that has helped 30 million plus Americans make ends meet officially comes to an end. But the Senate left town for their long weekend yesterday. Congress and the White House no closer to a deal to extend that aid or any kind of an agreement on a larger relief bill. Instead, there were more accusations about who's to blame for the failure to reach even a short-term fix.
We have made no less than 4 different offers to Democrats on Capitol Hill. 4 different offers have been actually rejected, but more importantly than that, they've not even been countered with a proposal. What we're seeing is politics as usual from Democrats up on Capitol Hill.
The White House offered a short-term approach of continuing with that $600 additional federal money to go on top of state unemployment insurance payments, and you rejected it. So explain that to the.
Let's just set the record
explain
straight.
why not agreeing to something.
Offer. They made no such offer. So don't accept something as fact just because the White House said it. That they made no such offer.
Speaker Pelosi and Chief of Staff Meadows, close friends as you can tell, are to meet in her office tomorrow morning. Before leaving for his Florida visit today, the president was asked about the negotiations.
Are you willing to spell out exactly what you want right now?
They know what I want. And what I want is I want our people to be able to live and live well, because it wasn't their fault that China brought in this pandemic, that China brought in this plague. It's China's fault. You want to know the truth? China should be paying for it.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.